Hello, and welcome back to another edition of the Medeek Wall plugin. My name is Nathaniel P. Wilkerson, and today I just wanted to discuss the estimating module that I've been working on over the last few months. I'm not saying it's done yet. In fact, it's still very much a work in progress, and really this is just a quick preview of what the capabilities are currently and kind of the direction I'm hoping to go with it. So first of all, I just wanted to point out to you up here, this little calculator icon, I guess, is the estimating module. And currently it is part of the wall plugin, even though it does do some estimating with regards to the foundation and the truss plugin. So eventually I do plan on moving this kind of to its own standalone plugin. Well, I guess dependent plugin really, because it will be dependent upon the other extensions. But for now, it's part of the wall plugin. So to get started, let's just go ahead and throw down a few walls, just basic rectangular walls to start with here. And yeah, let's see if we can try it out a little bit and see what we got. So I'm just going to do, let's see, 32. Nothing too complicated here. And notice I'm using this grid tool again. It's just really handy to lay things out real quick. And then I hit the space bar to terminate that, and I've got myself 4 walls. Let's just go ahead and add, I don't know, a few doors and windows maybe. And let's go ahead and throw another window in there. Maybe a couple windows on this side. And let's go ahead, and that garage door is kind of small, so we'll go ahead and make that a little bigger. Actually, no, let's see, what should we do for that? I don't know. Let's see, 120 inches, which is 10 feet. Update that. Okay, sure. And we'll just drop that in the middle there. Keep it simple. Okay, so not anything too complicated here, just a very simple 4-wall structure with some windows and doors just to demonstrate this. So first things first, you get your walls put up. Of course, this thing, estimator, has some capabilities for roofs and foundations as well, but today I'm just going to focus on the walls. So go ahead, click that calculator icon. First thing you'll see come up is this window, and nothing will be selected, okay? So you have a choice in doing things. You can select walls, and you kind of hit the control key and you can select multiple walls. So you can specifically select the walls that you want if you like, or you can hit clear all and then just hit select all. And notice right here where it says wall panels, it's tabulating which wall panels it's going to run the calculations on. So like I said, you don't have to run it on everything. You can select just one specific panel and then hit calculate. And so when I do that, you'll notice that, first of all, the preview screen here will show the wall, a bunch of information about the wall itself. And then if there are any openings, in-wall columns, that sort of thing, it will put that information down below. So let's go ahead and clear that all. And then let's try this wall right here. If I hit calculate, you'll notice that you've got the wall, the basic studs, and then now you've got window 1 and window 2 that are delineated. Okay, one thing I did forget to do here was I wanted to turn on the insulation for one of these walls. It doesn't matter which. We could do all of them as well, but I'm just going to do the one here. So I'm going to turn on this insulation. I just added this to the preview function. So now if I click that again, I select this wall and hit calculate. Notice that we're going to show the insulation, amount of insulation, square footage there, as well, of course, as the thickness, and that it's rock wool. Okay, so let's clear all and then select all. So we got all 4 walls, and then hit calculate. And you can see that each wall 1, 2, and it has the header in that blue color. 3 and 4 walls have been now tabulated here. And then under each wall, it will show all of the openings. And so, this is kind of just the preview screen. I mean, it's pretty useful, I think, in showing just kind of a rough idea which data you've got, but in and of itself, it's not really that useful. What's more useful, in my opinion, is this little CSV report icon here. And notice this green icon that pops up. So what you want to do is you just want to click that, And then I'm just going to save it. It kind of puts like a, you can name this whatever you like. It just default names it to this with a timestamp. I'll just leave it default there and then hit save that to my desktop. And then I'll go ahead and just close that out. Okay, so let's put SketchUp aside for just a second and let's take a look at this CSV file. So here's a CSV file. Note that it's not an actual Excel spreadsheet file. It's just a CSV file. So you can drop this into any spreadsheet program that you like. It's just a comma separated values. That's all it really means. And so when you open this up, of course, into Excel, that dropped into that window, sorry. It will automatically format it, per the basic CSV formatting. And so what you'll need to do, of course, is get in here and kind of format and clean things up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take these columns and, obviously they're too small because you can't see anything. So we spread that a little bit. And now we can see a little bit more of what's going on. So there's more information in the CSV file than there is given in the preview, the HTML preview screen that we were just looking at. So you can see you've got quantities, you've got length in feet and inches, as well as lengths in just inches. And the reason why I do this is because some people like to have the feet and inches, but if you're adding things up, you want to have these in inches, and this isn't as helpful to have just feet and inches. So again, it basically will lay out each wall one after the other, and then after that wall, main wall information, it's going to give the opening information. So window 1, and then wall 3, and then you can see. So I'm just going to take these just so you can get a better what I'm talking about here. I'm just going to take this and then. So you can see that that's wall 2, 3, and then 1 here, as well as 4 down here. And I'm not going to dwell on this too long, other than just to point out that, again, this module, the estimating module, as I call it, is still very much a work in progress. But at least you can get some fairly in-depth detail with regards to, all the cripple studs and top plates and regular studs and that sort of thing, as well as sheathing, cladding, gypsum. And let's see, where's wall 1 here? I just want to point out. Okay, so I did turn the insulation on, and so then that information is shown there as well. The one thing I haven't done yet with this is tally up all of the studs or all of the sheathing or cladding. And that really, in my opinion, isn't that hard to do. You can easily use a little bit of Excel logic, as you call it, and various addition and subtraction features within the spreadsheet program. Of course, all spreadsheet programs have these. And you can tally up all your different, like let's say for sheathing, you need to tally up all of the net area or the total area of each one, and then total of all those. And you just have this cell and this cell and this cell down here, and you add those up at the bottom, and you have all your sheathing for your project. The one thing to note is that the downside of having an Excel spreadsheet sort of export utility like this is that, let's say now that I have this spreadsheet, I've gone ahead, I've formatted it, and I've cleaned it all up, and then I go back to the model, and let's say I lengthen this building, by 4 feet, whatever, or maybe I add some more windows or something. Now, this spreadsheet is not linked in any way to this model. It's just a dump, right? It's an export. So, you would have to go back into here, into your estimating module, recalculate, basically rerun it, right? I mean, and then export it again. So you would have a completely new spreadsheet. So again, it's not that the spreadsheet is not parametric or it doesn't update with the model in any way. It's completely unlinked. Maybe there's a way to do that eventually. I'm not entirely sure, but for now, it's fairly simple and straightforward, and not a lot of bells and whistles, to be honest. The other thing I was thinking about too is, some people have asked me and said, well, it's great that you have this, CSV export tool, but it might be nice to have a built-in cost system or something, along with PDF output or something like that. I don't know, just more features. And so I will be giving that some more consideration. But again, this is just simply a preview at this point. I'm just kind of saying, well, here's what we've got so far. And again, I'm thinking about how to link databases, link cost databases to this. More of an interactive tool versus just something that just gives you an export of the information, because that's essentially what this does now. So yeah, there's a lot more things that can be done with this, and I'm always open to ideas and suggestions in that regard. So please, if you got some great ideas about what could make this a better tool, let me know. Anyways, I think that pretty much covers most everything I want to talk about with this. The tool will take certain rafter assemblies, truss assemblies, and foundation assemblies, and also give you more information, as well as it'll put rafter labels on the framing of the rafters, so you actually have a length drawn on the model itself. I'm not going to get into that, but again, this is going to be a full-featured tool eventually that will allow you to, basically estimate everything within the project. Roofs, foundations, and then all of the walls and everything else, beams, columns, posts, everything. Just to kind of an aside, the electrical plugin has really its own estimating tool. It's similar to this, the wall and truss and foundation estimating tool, but the estimator on the electrical plugin is a separate standalone estimating module. Anyways, just wanted to point that out if people were curious as why that's not included with this estimating module. It actually has its own tool. So anyways, appreciate it. And guys, thank you again for your support, and we will talk to you next time.